Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Try Bonsai. It's me again, Bana, and today, continuing on from yesterday, we have the no-name plant. Well, you know what happening? It is late in the afternoon. It is after 6, I believe. Here in Trinidad, it's the 27th of February. And today what we're going to do, nice and smooth, nice like a pie, easy like squeezy, smooth as silk. We're going to repot this fellow and we're going to make this more compact. So we're going to do some pruning to make it more compact, encouraging that back budding so that it looks, not that it ain't looking nice. No, I ain't saying that. That is not what I said. What I'm saying is that we want to make this a little bit more compact, right? So we're going to move very, very quickly today because I want to avoid, you see them set a mosquito bite I get yesterday and I operating today like I never learned nothing. No, sir. So we're moving. Larry Disco. So my friends, first things first, we're going to look at what we have inside this pot. And it's relatively easy to take out. It's not root bound. That's a definite. It is not root bound. But I am going to give it, a nice fresh batch of soil. And we're going to put it right back into this same pot. Yeah? So let's get to that. So my friends, as I bring you in a bit closer to see what's happening, as you would have seen, I would have just removed a lot of the dirt from the root ball, right? Now, I'm not going to totally strip this of all the dirt. What I'm going to do, as you see, not what I'm going to do, what I'm doing is pruning back some of those really long roots, to encourage a better system. Not that it does not have a pretty good system as it is, because there are a lot of fine feeder roots to go around, but you want to encourage where you can. At least this is what I'm understanding. You want to encourage a better root system. You always try to encourage or develop a better root system. So this is what I am doing with this now. Not totally destroying what was there before, but building on what we had there before. So if I see anything that needs to be removed, snipped, cut or otherwise, I'm going to remove it. But otherwise, I am okay with this. So I've removed a lot of the roots. Well, sorry. I remove a lot of dirt from the root ball. Now what I'm going to do is to remove any noticeable things that not making sense to me at this stage. Right? Any dead bits. Now this, like the hat, has a very weird system. It looks good. Some of it looks good, but some of it is a little bit much. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do some untangling of some of the weird items. Again, I'm blocking all there, Lord. I would have removed, as you saw, items from the root ball and whatnot. There are still a lot of tangled roots, but like the hat, this is work that will happen over time. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to be too extreme, because some of these crazy roots add some bit of character to the item. Although this one root bothering me, bothering me. I don't know, it's not saying where it's coming from. So I'm just going to cut it like that. Clearing up the base of this tree a bit, to give me a little bit more exposure, or a little bit more of the nabari, right? Although it doesn't necessarily have a great big nabari, but we will work on this as we go along. So let's not prolong the thing any longer. Let's pot this up and let's get back to pruning back, making this growth more compact. So as I said, I'm reusing the pot, and I still find my shovel, my tool from last night. I don't know where they gone. Not a clue. But that's okay. So let's get to potting this up. Right, so I put in a base layer of soil. Know the drill? Put on a nice base layer of soil with a mound in the center, so that the tree could sit on this mound nice and secure. And then we're going to look at what we want as a front and what we want as the back. I am thinking to myself, I want to display the tree like this. This is how I want to display it. Well, let's see that. So let's get to it. So my friends, I am putting the tree a little bit off center of the pot. So I'm bringing it across to this side, so that, I don't know how to explain it properly. but I'm putting the tree off center so that it looks really very nice in my view. And in yours, of course. Okay, my friends, so the tree, is in its pot. And while I was potting it up, I was thinking to myself that this would have looked nicer in a different type of pot. But that is for another discussion, because that is another aspect of bonsai that I need to learn. So, well, it's dark already. Let me get to pruning this back to encourage more backbudding and, a lot more, to increase the choices and to increase the ramification of this no-name plant. So, we're going to follow the trunk line, come up, go to each branch, and remove what I believe is not necessary, right? And again, yet another spectacular specimen that I would have gotten from these pauses, but you had to work on these pauses, yes? Yet another spectacular specimen that I would have acquired from Evelyn. So again, well, yeah, Evelyn, give me plenty thing to work on. So let's go. So I'm going to remove stuff that does not make sense, right? So you see how this has come out with a lot of character, but it swings back in. So I'm going to cut back, because as far as I understand, even though people don't know the name of it, a couple folks who have this particular species says that it backbuds. And this wood little hard, boy. So this is directly under this here. I'm going to cut back to this point, removing all of this, right? And I want to know if this, I'm going to try to see if this can be grown from cuttings. So, I'm not going to talk too much because it's dark and I want to be able to see what I'm doing, and I want to do what I'm doing quite quickly. Now friends, as I turn to the other side of the tree, I have some cascading branches, that real cascading, so I don't think that I don't want this cascading so much. So I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, and then when I finish, we're going to come back and look at it. Yeah? Good stuff. So my friends, I have taken a lot off and I reoriented the tree just a bit. So instead of having the trunk lateral towards the dirt, I elevated it just a bit, just a tad. Now there's a branch that I'm contemplating what to do with, and that is this branch here. Let me turn it so you can see. See this fella here, so? Let me bring you guys in closer to see it. So my friends, you see this? This is a little bit close to this corner, and it is also under this fella here, so I'm going to have to chop that off. That will be a very, very big cut. I don't know if it will be a make or break situation, but as it stands right now, I don't like where it is. Sorry for the camera moving up as it is. So, let me put on this camera and let me make this big cut. Alright? So friends, this is it. I'm gonna make this cut. Yeah. And that's it. It's gone. So let me clean this up just a bit. Okay, my friends. So this is the tree now. I removed a lot from it. This is the lot. And as I was saying, let me zoom in. You see this long spike? It has some really long spikes on it. Anywho's, this is it now. And I think that the work that I was able to do was pretty decent work. Looking at it through your eyes, meaning looking through the camera, it looks pretty decent to me. Now, as time goes along, we will make more changes. Like take, for example, this straight branch here. We could do something with that. But what I want to create is, something of a canopy up there and have some really good layers. Not looking too manufactured, more on the natural side of things, hence removing the wire and going forward with the clip and grow method. Right now, I will do my best to stick to the clip and grow method, but things are always subject to change. And if I see the need for a little bit of wire on a branch or two, not saying that I will, but if I see the need for a little bit of wire, whether it be a guide wire, or to actually give a little smidgen of character, I will do that. But this is where I am with this tree at present. So I moved a little and I moved back. And I'm going to try to turn this. I don't have a turntable, so I'm going to try to turn this to give you a 360 view of what it looks like now. So here, my friends, this will serve as the back. Now, based on how it was wired, it comes up, it makes that S bend, and it brings the apex on this side. But I don't have this pegged as the front. I have the other side pegged as the front. As you can see, it almost gives you a Y right here, but I have this side so far lined up or pegged as the front of the tree. Now, as you go along, things are always subject to change. So that could change as we move on. Yeah, but this is it for now. So my friends, thank you so very, very much for joining me here on Try Bonsai. It is night time. night time. And as I usually say, be good to yourself. Be good to others. And always remember that our climate is our responsibility. Right? So let us make a better future for not only ourselves, but for all the generations to come. And on that note, my friends, I'll go see you all again soon. Alright, take care. Bye.